Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So Michigan State's offense takes the field to start this game off. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you reach to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, make sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
Quick pass on the jet motion. That's a right ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could... This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Bulldozes him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense. Good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Spartans will call on their punt team.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan...
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Michigan State 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking for room. It's Carter. And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into their own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
There are country fumbles and there are city fumbles. City fumbles, there's a lot of bodies around it, so you got to jump on it. Country fumbles, a lot of green grass. That was a country fumble. Defender scoops it up, takes it in the end zone.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They'll try it over the left side. Got the first down and more. Got a lot of running room. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Bust through behind his pads. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
We reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now on second down. To the air, it's Orgy. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy first down.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a play by that defensive lineman. You could say he was channeling his inner power.
And that's what defensive linemen do. Big, fast, one of the most athletic players on the field, getting in the backfield. Just beautiful.
You know, you could have shown a little humility there and said, "Aw, shucks," or something.
Aw, shucks, or something.
Now facing a third and long. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, the Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about it.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The give out of the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Spartans in the hurry up. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch it go in this direction and the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Wiggles free. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
That makes the score Michigan 31, Michigan State 7.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the left side. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. A 3rd down play to get the quarter started. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that's a live ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. These corners going to give them some space. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Pitts. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He'll throw on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.